Hello and welcome to the Wrestle Vomit Podcast, an extension of the Vomit series of podcasts. As always, I'm your host, Mac Taylor, and with me, as always with this podcast, we have the Cunninghams, Joe and Amber. They may not have any gold, but they are here to talk about wrestling as always.
I was close.
You were close, and Joe was close to the one before, but still, no cigars.
Two in a row. I was right fucking
Still
there,
failure.
dude.
You probably could have won the AEW show if you would have picked Cassidy.
If I would have just said something.
Yeah. you probably would have won that.
Yeah.
So we had WWE had a good week this week, honestly. Like Raw was pretty solid, which never happens. I was like, wow, like a decent Raw, although they did their women's division pretty dirty, which we'll talk about. But Smackdown was the usual Smackdown. NXT is the usual NXT. So we had a really good WWE week. And then Dynamite's tonight. So we don't have a Dynamite to talk about, although the big Jungle Boy match is tonight. I'm going to be keeping track of that for sure, because could be very big news.
Yes.
But we did have Dark and Elevation, and there's not a lot to talk about from that. And then next week, Dynamite goes back to Wednesdays. So I'll be able to watch it earlier and not to do 2 Friday shows, because that's a lot harder to keep track of.
Yeah.
So thank you, AEW, for, well, I guess thanks basketball or whatever it is for being over, and we don't have to deal with that scheduling for TNT. Whoever's the thing, think it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next Wednesday, the 30th, will be the first Wednesday show, and I don't know when their Friday show will start officially, because I know Mark Henry's supposed to be on.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like August. It's like the second week of August.
Yeah, because the fans are coming back in July full time, so I guess that would be the perfect time to kind of squeak in a show.
Yep.
Like, oh, hey, by the way, we have a whole nother one this week. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll jump into Raw. Like I said, good Raw. Like, finally, it took like almost 3 years for you guys to write a good Monday Night Raw, but you did it.
Dude, it was the best one that I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, because I was at work and you were like blowing up the group chat. You were like, "Did you see Raw?" And I'm like,
yeah,
not right now, but I will.
Yeah, I was freaking the fuck out, man.
Well, there was a lot of results I did not see coming, because we started out with Ricochet. Oh my God, Ricochet on the show against AJ Styles in a Money in the Bank qualifier. And I was like, all right, well, Styles is going to win, but at least we get to see Ricochet. And it's a solid match. Ricochet doesn't have bad matches. Styles doesn't have bad matches. It just doesn't happen. This is a main event caliber match.
Absolutely.
But because of WWE booking, it opens the show. But Ricochet's on the screen. That progress has been made. Brock Lesnar was nowhere near the match. This is great. Ricochet also looked really good in this match, though. He had like a lot of really awesome maneuvers. Viking Raiders obviously did a little the sneaky help there at the end. But Ricochet wins and qualifies for Money in the Bank. What year is this?
Dude, my mind was fucking blown. Like, I legit freaked the fuck out. I was like, he fucking won.
Me and DJ did the same thing. We were screaming, like, what, Ricochet and the Money in the Bank?
He fucking won, man. I cannot believe it.
Did Triple H write this match? Because that's the last time anyone saw anything in Ricochet. Well, I guess Paul Heyman. Did Heyman sneak in the writer's room? Rip the script, rewrite it.
They probably locked the door on his ass.
But yeah,
you can't come in here anymore.
But Ricochet's going to be Money in the Bank, and he's not going to win, but he's going to be really fucking awesome in it.
Oh, yeah.
LA Knight, he'll take a ladder bump. Yeah, but technically they just flipped it onto the Miz. So, like, Otis got the Mr. Kennedy treatment.
Yeah.
Although Mr. Kennedy's face was already shaven, though, so they didn't get the full degrade there.
Damn.
He looks so weird with the shaved face. I still can't get over it.
I don't like it.
Right.
Startles me every time.
Yeah.
So then we got, and I wanted to talk about this because we talked about, I believe it was last week, that there was rumors that Eva Marie's Piper Niven combo was going to be named Dewdrop. And then we literally got the segment. I was 100% correct. Just want that to be known.
You called it.
You were wrong.
You called it, dude.
So they immediately were like, called her Dewdrop, but there's already tension, even though Eva Marie's only been back for a week. And so for some reason, for the women's Money in the Bank qualifiers, they put them in teams. And I think it's a bit disrespectful to the women's division. Like, they can have singles. It's different if they're like Eva Marie and Dewdrop, or I'm going to call her Piper Niven. It's a bit disrespectful calling Dewdrop.
Agreed.
I get putting them together, but like Asuka and Naomi, what the fuck? Like, that's a random ass pairing.
Yep.
I get Naomi because she got squashed by Piper Niven the last week, but they had this really shitty match where Eva Marie was only in the actual ring for maybe like 45 seconds. And Dewdrop already turned on her.
Yep.
So yeah, I gave it 1 star, but Asuka and Naomi are in Money in the Bank. So cool. What do you guys think about all that business?
I don't know what they're gonna do with the whole Piper
Actually,
Niven.
I heard part of our news is that Eva Marie may be next on the chopping block already.
Yeah.
They wasted all that time.
I saw that this morning. I
Look what they did to Alistair. We had like 4 weeks of vignettes, 1 biggie temple kick, and then he was gone.
yeah.
Well, get rid of her then, but don't get rid of Piper because it's not her fault.
I was like, I don't know. They've renamed her Dewdrop, and they're getting rid of the person they brought her in for. That's a death sentence.
That's sad.
Again, dude, if they do end up releasing Eva Marie, what was the fucking point of
It looks
even
so
bringing
weird.
her back?
To piss everybody off in the
I just-
WWE
dude,
fandom.
Worked.
It doesn't make any sense.
To completely bury Piper Niven, I guess. It
Still.
really is stupid. We all knew Eva Marie's not a good wrestler. She's
No.
a attractive woman who is good at BSing her way into jobs.
Yep.
We all knew that. Like, that's why we got rid of her the last time. And we've been making all these cuts. Actual good female wrestlers have been cut. And then we brought her in for, 2 matches where she actually didn't wrestle 1 match. And then the other one, she just got pinned in.
Yeah.
Like, she never hit a wrestling move.
No.
That's why I gave it 1 star. I'm like, and I feel bad because I love Asuka, I love Naomi, and Piper Niven has potential,
Yeah.
but it's probably not going to be met here in this company.
Nope.
Oh well, farewell, Eva.
It was an odd couple of weeks, but I'm glad it's over
Yeah.
because I thought they were going to qualify. I was like, Eva Marie and Piper Niven are going to be Money in the Bank, and they're
I
probably
can see it since, she just came back.
But then we got Randy Orton versus John Morrison. Also, what year is that? This is a throwback match. Money in the Bank qualifier. Orton obviously dominates most of this match in the typical Randy Orton way. Jomo does the dripstick spot, but Randy doesn't sell it at all. Like, where Jeff kind of like had like a little bit of annoyance, Randy just kind of like looked at him like, what is this?
What
are we
is
doing
this,
here?
dude? What are you fucking doing?
Then there was some shenanigans with Riddle on the scooter, slowly. And due to the shenanigans, John Morrison gets the win over Randy Orton and qualifies for Money in the Bank.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And also really loved that little spot. I mean, I love Riddle. So, but yeah, solid match. I mean, it was 2.5 because, there's a lot of shenanigans. You can't give a 3-star match when there's all these shenanigans going on. But I love Randy Orton, love John Morrison. It was a win-win.
Yeah.
Nobody was named some stupid name. They didn't call Jomo Jojo. I guess they call him Drip Drip now, so I guess they kind of did that to him already. What's up with all the water names?
I don't get it. It's
They're
really
thirsty. Man.
I mean, they do, they do lose a lot of sweat. So maybe they really are thirsty.
Thanks, Joe, for that great commentary. They do. If you get nothing out of this podcast, wrestlers sweat a lot and need to rehydrate.
Moving on.
Speaking of rebranding someone, we got Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Jackson Baszler. Nikki Cross is now Mighty Molly.
Dude, it is a more
I don't hate it.
drunk,
I don't like it.
just crazy spinoff of Molly.
Well, like they were zoomed in and I saw like the paint and I was like, is she going to be a superhero? And then she just kept talking like she's going to be a superhero. Then they panned out and there's like, she's got like this butterfly like singlet. And I'm like, what is happening?
How do you go from crazy Nikki wearing like?
But yeah, like her gimmick was just fine.
Yeah.
To butterflies on your clothes, like
I guess Molly Holly's been in the, because she had the Hall of Fame and everything, so she's been in the talks. And someone's like, "Yeah, the Mighty Molly gimmick. We need to bring that back." Nikki, you're small. Let's use you.
Yeah. Apparently, that was her. Like that whole thing was Nikki's idea.
Yeah, Killian posted about it.
You just wait though. Piper Niven is going to become her sidekick soon because she has nothing left to do.
She's going to be a fairy.
But no, she's going to be Dewdrop, the sidekick.
Dewdrop.
Fairy Dewdrop.
WWE paid for the trademark for that name. So they're going to use it.
Way to spend your money.
For 2 matches.
Way to go.
And then they wonder why they hemorrhage money. But the match was okay. I mean, Alexa's doing her mind control shit. And some people don't like it. I'm okay with it. I like a little bit of shenanigans in my wrestling every now and again.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to Jax and Baszler, because I hate Nia Jax. So I'm like, yeah, just mess up her whole match.
Who doesn't?
But yeah, and again, faces win. So Alexa Bliss and superhero Nikki Cross are going to be in Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
And this Money in the Bank is shaping up to be quite the interesting pay-per-view in general. Like just the match, like I'm excited for most of the matches.
Yeah.
That never fucking happens.
I told you guys, man. I think it's going to be big this year.
Don't jinx it though, Drew.
They're going to have fans, right?
Yeah, they're going to have fans for one, but they're building up so much.
Yeah, they're having some capacity. Like it's not going to be full capacity till SummerSlam.
I just don't want to see what we've seen last year for Money in the Bank.
I don't think it's going to be like that.
Otis is going to win again. 2-time Money in the Bank winner, Otis.
No.
He's going to win the women's one too.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to throw Chad Gable up there. They're going to get that briefcase. So then we got Riddle versus Drew McIntyre in a Money in the Bank qualifier. What a match this was.
Dude, it was fucking good.
Like, say what you want about Riddle's character, but he is so good in the ring.
Yeah.
And Drew sold the Hell in a Cell injuries. Like really, like his selling of that match was so good.
Yeah.
Because every time he took a bump, he was like wincing and everything. But this match, I gave it 4 stars. Like it was credible. All the bumps, Riddle was bumping like crazy.
Yeah.
And Riddle got the win over former WWE champion Drew McIntyre. That's big. That's huge.
Dude.
And Randy still won't be his friend.
He was crying to him after the match. It was so sad.
It's like, Randy.
Yeah.
Charlie the Unicorn to me.
He's so desperate for Randy to just like love him.
Well, I think Randy's going to end up in Money in the Bank, and I think
he's going to.
They're going to end up.
He's going to win that triple threat match on Monday. This coming Monday.
Yep.
That's when I'm telling you. That's when he's turning on Riddle.
But I don't know.
Bro is going to be done.
Of the people in Money in the Bank right now, though, like who's the front runner to win the briefcase?
Dude, my heart wants to go with Ricochet so bad.
I don't think Ricochet or Jomo are getting it. No. They're just in it because they're good ladder match participants.
I think for the women's, I think Alexa is going to get it. She's got all the money.
I could see Alexa getting it. I mean, we know it's not going to be
somebody else
Cross.
Will get it for her and then drop it down to her.
Yeah.
She'll mind control someone for it. I mean,
hopefully it's Nia if they end up being in it somehow.
Yeah.
That'd be funny as fuck.
But yeah, maybe Riddle could walk out if him and Randy start feuding. Maybe Riddle wins Money in the Bank.
That'd be cool.
It'd be a huge deal for Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
One of the only NXT people that gets used properly, and it took a while.
It did.
So then we got our main event: Hell in a Cell, Xavier Woods versus Bobby Lashley. Probably the biggest match of Xavier Woods' singles career.
Yeah.
And he didn't disappoint.
No.
He looked really good in this match. Like he was hitting Lashley with everything he possibly could. But Lashley is Lashley, so he wasn't going to win. We knew this.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
We knew, like, especially
to
since Kofi is getting a title shot at Money in the Bank, which is great. Xavier is not getting a win over Bobby Lashley. It's just not happening. But like I said, looked really good. Great table spot too. Like he put Lashley through that fucking table.
Oh yeah, he did.
But he ends up getting the hurt lock on him, passes out, and then he like grinds him in the cage with it in front of Kofi to try to really fuel this rivalry.
Yeah.
Good ending to Raw and a good setup for, Kofi and Lashley, because we didn't really have a whole lot of story really besides Kofi trying to prove that he's Kofi Kingston. But he hurt Xavier, and Xavier's supposed to be off TV for a while because he's got a bunch of G4 stuff going on. So, that's a good way to write Xavier out and yet still use it in a way that fuels this thing forward. Like, again, who wrote Raw? Because they have not been writing the last, 7 months of it. So,
yeah.
Good job.
Bravo.
For fucking once, you did it, guys. Let's not mess it up. Next week, I better see a good Raw, or at least a mediocre Raw.
Mm-hmm.
So then we're on to NXT, the consistently good show. And we start out Adam Cole and Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes fucking killed this match.
Dude, he looked fucking good, man.
Like we talked about that one kid last week, the All-Heart guy, how he's just got to have some more ring experience, and then he's got
Baxter
it down.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carmelo Hayes, smooth in the ring,
dude.
And yes, the John Cena callback with the ruthless aggression thing was a little corny, but I was fine with it.
Yeah.
And what me and DJ said, because Adam Cole's gonna win this match because he's Adam fucking Cole.
Yeah.
But John Cena lost to Kurt Angle, and then now Carmelo Hayes is not going to be John Cena, but he's gonna have a great career. I think. Like this kid is good.
Yep.
Like that spinning cutter he did was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And
then Cole hit him with that Panama Sunrise, and he sold that spike, dude. I mean,
like fucking
straight
up.
I was like, damn, dude, that was good. That was good.
And what a person to wrestle. Adam Cole is like just one of the greatest wrestlers. So like
he's definitely here, man.
Yeah, and if you can keep up with Cole in the ring, you're gonna go places.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it also gives Cole a little momentum heading into the Great American Bash where he's gonna fight O'Reilly again. So yeah, all in all, pretty solid, and I look forward to more Carmelo.
What Carmelo Hayes said online after his match.
No, I did not see that.
He said, "I didn't get to rest Adam Cole. Adam Cole got to wrestle Carmelo Hayes."
Oh,
damn!
Ruthless aggression.
Yeah, and then he hashtagged it. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
But no, I like this kid a lot. I think he's gonna do great things. I'm a kid. He's probably older than me, but so then we got Zoe Stark and Io Shirai versus Jessica Maya and Alea. Not a big fan of the Robert Stone brand tag team.
Nope.
They're not great. This match was pretty much just to establish Stark and Shirai as a team, which is fine. I like them as a team. I think it's a good pairing. And I like that Io moved on from the title picture in like a natural way. Like it felt like, all right, and now she's doing the tag thing. She's not just like in limbo. Because that happens a lot when someone drops out of the world title scene. It's like, well, what are they going to do now?
Yep.
But yeah, this was almost a squash match, really. As close as you can get without having actual jobbers.
Right. That's the Robert Stone brand.
So yeah, I gave it 2 stars though, only because I love Io Shirai. It would have got 1 if not.
Yeah.
Because we did the same thing with Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai when they wrestled, Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro, except that match was amazing.
Yeah.
But this is what happens when you have a tag team that's not good when you're trying to establish. Nothing really gets gained. I didn't leave this match like, wow, Stark and Shirai, you got to look out for them. It was just like, oh, they kind of just knocked these 2 girls over. That was interesting.
Right.
I don't know. That was NXT. Get rid of the Robert Stone brand team. You got plenty of other women you can push.
Yeah.
I actually thought that Aaliyah was going to get cut a long time ago because I heard like through the grapevine that she was wanting to go, and then now she's still here. So I don't understand.
By a thread.
Then we got because basically we had this whole thing where Johnny Gargano is trying to follow the rules because he doesn't want to get choked out by Samoa Joe, which is amazingly funny.
Yeah.
But Dunn messed up Theory's fingers. And they go to complain to Regal. He's like, what are you going to do about this? You going to choke him? You going to throw him into a wall? You going to gouge his eyes? You going to do all three of those? He's like, no, you're just going to go wrestle. So we got the Way versus Dunn and Lorcan. I mean, you can't go wrong with this match. All four of these guys are great. And Dunn is just, I just love watching him in the ring. He fucking murders his opponents every time. Like, it's,
dude,
that joint manipulation, dude, it's fucking terrible.
He makes it look so fucking good too, man. Like, I don't even know how they like really do all that shit. Like, it's just crazy to see how
Theory did a good job on the sell too. Like at one point, Gargano tags him on the bad hand, and he's like reeling for a second. Really, really good stuff. But the thing about the Way is they're so funny, but then they get in the ring, both of them, and they just kill it.
Yeah.
Because Gargano did a sick freaking DDT on the outside to Dunn. I mean, it was nasty. And then Theory took a sick apron bump. Like, got slammed on the apron. I was like, you gotta be careful, Theory. Like, can't take too many of those. But the Way actually got the win. I was surprised. I thought, but it was over Lorcan. They didn't pin Dunn. But I thought Peter Dune had this.
Yep.
Then
he did for a minute.
John Morrison's wife got a squash match. When's she gonna have an actual match? Like, she's had a few squashes or like not been on television. I'm like, what are we doing with this character?
Yeah, that was her second match.
She's a good wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, she looks decent, but I don't know what they're trying to do.
Like, she was a front runner in TNA for many years.
Well, then give her somebody that's established and have her face.
I'm surprised they didn't have her go against Zoe Stark, but then they put Zoe Stark in his tag team. Like, that would have been perfect. She's got two kind of newer faces that can kind of make each other look good.
Yeah. Or like a match between her and like Mercedes.
I don't
know.
I think
that would be
really
good.
Be able to give her anybody that's her size. Who's comparable in size?
Mercedes. Raquel, but that's probably too soon for that.
She's taller than everyone, isn't she?
Hell, let her wrestle Raquel. She can lose and still look good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're really trying to do with her character, but I know she's a great wrestler, but they just haven't really given her. It's a rare case of NXT not really knowing what to do with the talent.
Yeah. They'll get it figured out.
Then we got Joe and Cross staring each other down, and he's like, you're not allowed to touch me. Joe's like, no, I'm not going to touch you. Let you touch me. But the second you do.
Yeah. Watch out. Watch out, Cross.
Also, Hit Row then retired Everrise. We just didn't know it at the time.
Yeah.
Sad.
And I like the Hit Row group only because of Swerve. Swerve is great. I'm glad they're doing something with them. But it is sad that like that was the end of Everrise.
Yeah.
Then we got our big main event. They kept saying dream match. And like, while this is a great match, I don't think I've ever like in my head been like, you know what? I want to see Kushida and Kyle O'Reilly.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not really what I would call a dream match. It's a great match, but I wouldn't say it's a dream match. Like a dream match is like when you're like, oh man, what if the Ultimate Warrior wrestled Edge? Like that's a dream match. But Kushida and Kyle O'Reilly, I mean, these are two great technical wrestlers. They're never gonna have a bad match. They're never gonna have like two technical wrestlers are never gonna have like an amazing 5-star match because it's not that great to look at. But it's always gonna be solid. And this match was solid. Thoughts on it, Joe?
I don't know, man.
You watched all of it. I didn't watch all of that one.
Yeah, I know.
There was just a lot of reversals and submissions. There was a point where they were just trying to see who could get the arm bar first.
Yeah, I do remember that spot now.
But it did end in a roll up. And they kind of like, shook hands and hugged afterwards. It was a very feel good moment till Cole attacked Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong,
dude,
with Tyler Rust and Suzuki took out Kushida, and Strong's coming for the cruiserweight title.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a match,
dude.
Because he hit him with that knee, and I'm like, oh, Strong's back. I love it. Gotta have those knees.
The Messiah, the backbreaker.
I'm really excited to see where that goes.
But I'm trying to figure out why they are putting him with Tyler Rust.
Well, since the UE imploded, he's gonna make his own group.
But why him?
The not so disputed era. The slightly disputed era.
It's Diamond Mine, bro.
Is it Diamond Mine? Is that really what it's called?
Yeah.
That's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But they've been showing little clips for it.
Yeah, and see, I was thinking it was going to be something like what Raw Underground was. Because from
welcome to the Diamond Mine.
The shit that I was reading, like when they were first like talking about it or whatever, that's what people were saying was it's going to be like a Raw Underground type.
WWE,
I was like, that's fucking stupid.
They need to distance themselves from anything related to Raw Underground.
Yes.
I mean, they pretty much fired anyone who was in it.
Yeah. Except for Aziz.
Boogs kept his job.
That's true. He was like in the audience and stuff.
Yeah.
But Rick Boogs will always be the exception to the rule.
Their hope.
They release him, I'll pay him to introduce me when I walk into a room.
Oh my god.
But yeah, dude, fucking Roddy, man. I'm glad he's back.
Oh yeah, I've missed him in the ring. The guy is so incredible. Also, Bobby Fish was back for like one match. What's going on with Bobby Fish?
I don't know.
We never got an answer to the question of how much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish. We never got that.
We didn't.
And those t-shirts were not available long enough, WWEshop.com. Get me my Bobby Fish fry shirts. Moving on to SmackDown. Listen, those were great shirts.
Yeah,
Riddle,
they were cool,
is great with merchandise.
Yes.
Also, I love how he carries around his RK Bro mug now. Like when he put it on the step and Drew smacked it away, and then he got it and put it back.
He stole that shit from Everrise.
That's so good. Well, actually, who, Joe? Sorry, they don't work here anymore.
They're not relevant anymore.
WWE likes to slide that under the rug.
Assholes, man.
Ever gone now.
Ever gone.
Oh my god.
Those poor guys. I was just.
By the way, one half of the Forgotten Sons, I forget which one, the one thing because they got cut, showed up in TNA.
Oh shit.
Yep. He's I can't remember
Steve
which
Keller?
one. Yes, him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's under a different name now, but yeah, he's in TNA and doing quite well. So you know what? Getting released in the WWE is most likely a blessing for a lot of these people.
Yeah.
Even Everrise, they could turn up in another company. Although there is the rare exception. MSK did come from TNA. So,
that is true.
It can go both ways.
Damn. I don't know.
So SmackDown, not as good as Raw. We got Belair and Cesaro taking on Rollins and Bayley. I liked the pairings, but I heard that Cesaro's push is over. They're going to send him back to the bottom of the card. And that's such a missed opportunity. The guys paid his fucking dues and then some.
Yeah.
And two, he's a main event dude. Like the guy can wrestle. He proved in WrestleMania when he wrestled Rollins, like the guy can have a great match. Why are we just being like, well, that was your shot? Like it wasn't even that long.
No, dude, it was like maybe 2 months, if that they were pushing.
And he pretty much just wrestled Rollins and Reigns one time.
Yeah, that was it.
And it was a great match against Reigns.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be a great wrestler to be at the top of WWE.
Look at Reigns.
If Cesaro was Samoan, he would be pushed to the moon.
But that's the thing, though, dude. He's a big guy.
And he's incredibly strong.
Loves big guys. He's been in the fucking company for, 16 years? Something like that.
I think he debuted in 2009 or 2010 when he was Antonio Cesaro. Well, but before that, though, he was in FCWs. I don't know how long he was in FCW for.
Yeah. But like,
he's been around for a while. It's at least 10 years.
Yeah. And he's never had a major fucking title. And
he had the US title when he first came in. Because that's when he was wrestling John Cena, and it was Switzerland versus the USA, which makes no sense because Swiss is neutral. Like that's their whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
But it's that gimmick where it's like, they're not American, so they hate America, and John Cena's gonna fucking slam them down for the country. But then he was like tagging with everybody. And then, now he's at the bottom of the card again. And it's like, I just don't understand it. And every time he's in a tag team, he's amazing. When he was with Tyson Kidd, great stuff. When he was with Sheamus, great stuff.
Yeah.
The guy's proven time and time again, he can carry his weight in a match. I don't understand what Vince doesn't see in him.
They could bring back the bar.
They should bring back the bar.
They could with the draft.
That's true. And then there are when we get to the news, there are some potential draft rumors on what could happen.
Oh shit.
I can't wait for the draft. That's one of the most exciting times.
Oh, I'm anxious to talk about that.
Yes. But nevertheless, it was a decent match. Rollins and Bayley get the win. So I guess this Bayley Belair thing isn't over because she pinned Belair, which I was like, God damn it. Can this be over? Can we get a different contender? Get superhero Nikki Cross in here for a minute. She's going to take on Belair.
No.
2.5 minutes. Beat the clock
Bianca
challenge.
Bianca would destroy him.
And then Rollins wants Reigns. He calls out and you know what? Those two are never going to have a bad match against each other. So I'm all for it. Let Rollins have a universal title shot.
Yeah.
Then after that, we got the inauguration ceremony for the king, the coronation. Rick Boogs comes out. And it's amazing with the whole hear ye subject stuff. Nakamura is the king of strong style. That's literally what this segment, and Corbin cries in the back. That's literally all this segment was.
I felt so bad for him.
Why? He's had the crown for like 2 years.
He's like, what's the point?
That is true, but hey, he still has a job.
For now.
Can't cut Corbin. Can't do it. Because who else are they going to job out to anyone for a year? Like,
there's a lot of them.
Chad Gable.
Well, he gets a win every now and again.
Every now and then.
Because he's with Otis in the Alpha Academy.
If he wasn't with Otis, he'd just be getting his ass kicked like he used to.
But then we got him.
He'll go grow his hair back and wear the right clothes again. I'm like,
go back to the lone wolf gimmick. Do it, Baron.
He was losing his hair. That's why he cut it.
Yeah.
He was going bald. Like if he tries to grow it back, it's gonna look like wrestlers from the 80s that just would never let it go.
Yeah.
All those guys in the 80s that like the roids were starting to come out of their system and they were just a little fatty and all their hair was gone, but they had like the back hair all the way down. Yeah.
The skullet.
Like Earthquake. He's gonna be Earthquake. So we got Big E versus Apollo Crews, Money in the Bank qualifier match. Aziz got kicked out. I was like, yes, fuck yeah, finally we can see a singles match with these two.
Right.
Great match too. Probably one of the best that they've done because Aziz wasn't involved. And Big E got the win here. Big E's the Money in the Bank. I was shocked. I thought Apollo was going to get it. Not really much else to say there. I don't think Big E's going to win Money in the Bank, but good to have him in the match.
What if he does though, dude?
I mean, listen, Otis won last year. Obviously anything can fucking happen.
Yeah.
But whoever wins this year, will they also lose to The Miz?
Oh, God.
I don't want to have a repeat of that again. I
When
was
in
pissed
doubt,
off
give it
that
to The Miz.
Alistair got eliminated from it last year.
I know.
I was not happy at all.
So then after that, we got we set up for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, last man standing Money in the Bank qualifier next week. That's going to be a great match. Like I said, those two, all the chemistry in the world. It's not going to be a bad match.
No.
And then Carmella is announced for Money in the Bank because, that was an obvious pick. We all knew Carmella was going to be a part of it.
Yeah, she's in it almost every year.
And she's won it before.
Yep, twice.
So, yeah, you have to have her in it.
Yeah.
Then she had a match with Liv Morgan, and then Liv Morgan got another, roll-up win. So, again, we get this weird Liv Morgan singles push. I'm not on board. I'm just not.
And they were fighting over who was most beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're kind of doing the women's vision dirty this past week. We're past that. We're past Eva Marie. We're past naming bigger girls odd things. We're past. We should be past that.
Yeah.
And we're so, no offense, Mighty Molly, but we're past the superhero gimmick. It worked for you, but it's not going to work here.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing with our women's division right now. We need to cut this shit out. They can wrestle. They're very great wrestlers. Let them do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get this weird roll up. Vince, is Liv Morgan going to get a shot at Money in the Bank? Or is this just going to be, we're just going to give her a couple more singles wins and then sweep her under the rug?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Then we got Jimmy Uso versus Dolph Ziggler. Because Jimmy's like, I'm going to prove I'm the main event. And I'm like, by wrestling Dolph Ziggler? This isn't 2010. Dolph Ziggler's a tag guy now. At best, you can prove you needed a shot at the Mysterios. At best.
Yeah.
No offense to Dolph Ziggler. Fantastic mid-carder. But come on. That's not proof.
Nope.
But he does get the win. But again, what did we really gain from this match?
Nothing.
And also, why is Jimmy trying to prove himself? I thought his whole thing is that he's nobody's bitch.
That's what he told fucking Roman last night.
Oh no, something
at the beginning of the night. He was like, I ain't nobody's bitch.
Yeah,
but
I think they're gonna do something soon.
He's standing outside his
This has been
room.
one of the longest going storylines.
Dude, it's getting so old. So old.
Every single week. Although now that Edge is back and he beat the fuck out of Reigns at the end of the show, he's not going to win the title.
See,
if it was going to happen, it should have happened at WrestleMania. But Edge whooped his ass. Edge came out all raggedy looking with the beard all out and shit.
Fuck
and he
yeah,
just fucking threw down.
Yes.
No talking. Just listen, I'm here for one thing, and that's you.
Fuck. We missed that because of the fucking weather.
You can find clips on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
It'll be fine.
It was good stuff. So then we, like I said, no Dynamite to talk about. So we just have Dark Elevation. There wasn't a whole lot on Dark Elevation. There was a lot of squash matches because that's literally the point of Dark Elevation.
Right.
But we'll talk about what happened. So on Elevation, we had Nyla Rose getting a win, FTR getting a win, the Acclaimed getting a win. The Varsity Blondes, because, Pillman Jr.'s got his TNT title shot coming up. So he needs momentum. And I'm excited to see it. We don't really get to see him wrestle singles that often. And he's not bad.
Is that tonight? Is that going to be tonight?
No, that'll be Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Most of the matches are going to be Wednesday on Dynamite. Tonight's pretty much just Omega versus Jungle Boy.
Oh, wow.
It could be a 30, 40-minute match.
That's probably going to be a long one. Especially if that's
why Omega's waited to heal up from his little minor injuries to make sure this is gonna be an all-out match because this is gonna be Jungle Boy's next level career defining moment. On the Jungle Boy box set in the future, this match will be on it.
Oh yeah, it will be.
Because of that, I'm glad that they're putting all the care in the world for it because AEW knows how to book shit. So
yeah, it's a big match, dude.
And it deserves that kind of thing. Jungle Boy is one of the homegrown AEW talents. He was one of the young guys they brought in that they're going to make a star out of. And this is the perfect way to get him over.
Yep.
Then Chris Statlander did a whole bunch of shenanigans during her match. She had to try to get the boop in on her opponent. There was one point she rolled her up into a pin and they just kept rolling around the ring trying to pin each other. They went 3 full circles.
Holy shit.
I got a little dizzy. So did the ref.
No.
Trying to call it.
No, there ain't no way.
And then when she popped back up, she started laughing. She couldn't hold in her laughter from how goofy the spot was. And Cassidy just had
goofy,
that Cassidy
man, but I like Chris Statlander, man.
I love watching her. I do. I think she's got great potential. I mean, she's a really good wrestler, but she's got the character just down.
Yeah, she definitely has the charisma.
And you need it. I mean, look at Cassidy, great wrestler, but his character is like one of those next level wrestling characters. So you need a good gimmick to get over.
Yep.
Unless your gimmick is like the FTR, where it's like, we're old school. Or you're Brock Anderson and you're like, I'm Mark Anderson's kid. Leave me alone. I'm over.
Yeah.
Trunks are too big.
Yeah. I don't even have trunks to fit me, man. Leave me alone.
Just put a B on there. Take the A off. There we go again. Talking about
scratch it off with a
Brock Anderson's joint point.
Or just put a B in front of the A. It's badass Anderson.
There you go. I like that. That could work.
God damn it. Also, I guess Matt Hardy is like adopted TH2 because he's with them every time they have a match now. Spears and Wardlow had a squash. So did Powerhouse Hobbs. Got to get those big heels over.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill had a match, which she hadn't had a match in a while. So this was like, hey, she's still here and she still kicks ass.
Yep.
And Pentagon and Kingston teamed up again to have another victory.
Nice.
They are doing really, and it's funny because like right for the match, like Kingston like grabbed Pentagon's head and kissed him on the head. Pentagon just kind of looked at him like, what's that about?
You're like, what are you doing, man? Why are you kissing me?
Then we had Cesar Bononi versus Jungle Boy, because Jungle Boy's got to get that momentum. I mean, Cesar Bononi, yes, he's with the wingman. Yes, he's goofy, but like he's a big guy, you know.
He's huge. He's fucking huge.
And this is as close as the wingman will ever get to the main event picture is wrestling Jungle Boy. And Jungle Boy took no shit in this match. Like Porn Stash Peter Avalon tried to get on the ring apron. Jungle Boy kicked him right in the face. Like he's like, no, you do not come in this ring. But Bononi worked Jungle Boy a lot because, you know, big guy, small guy. But Jungle Boy got a nice reverse cutter and ended up taking down Bononi for the win because Jungle Boy's not going to lose a match leading up to his big match. It makes no sense. Right. This isn't WWE booking. He's not going to get bitched out to someone bigger than him. Then Elevation's main event, we had Matt Sydal versus Jack Evans from TH2. And we usually see Angelico of TH2. Like Jack Evans doesn't get a lot of singles matches. So I was like, wow, rare singles appearance for you. Because we've had this weird thing because, you know, Mike Sydal got taken out by Angelico. So we were getting the Sydals versus TH2, I guess. And I guess Matt Hardy is now like with nothing's established, but there's a lot up in the air. But a solid match here. It's a battle of who can Hurricane Rana the other man for the first like 2 minutes of the match.
I can definitely see that.
Sydal got a nice standing corkscrew in. The rivalry got built up pretty good. Evans just kind of brawled in this match. He didn't really do any aerial maneuvers. He just started like just punching Sydal in the face. That was like
really
to really get in
because he's usually fucking all over the place.
Yeah, but you're not gonna outfly Matt Sydal. Like it's not gonna happen unless you're someone like I guess like Pentagon or somebody. But even then, like Pentagon would have to do the power maneuvers on someone like Sydal. But Sydal gets the victory, and again we're building this whole rivalry between TH2 and the Sydals. And Mike Sydal never gets a win unless it's yoga. So.
Poor guy.
Then over on Dark, Lance Archer killed another jobber.
Not surprised.
Brian Cage, Diamante got a win. Chuck Taylor got a win. The Bunny got a win. Colt Cabana got a win very quickly, I might add.
Damn.
And Abaddon scared the hell out of another jobber.
Yay.
And she put her away pretty quick too. But she got her stuff in. She did her, crawl into the ring and spit in the blood, the leg DDT, and then got the hell out of there. Got a nice paycheck.
Yes. Go, Abby.
And then we got Brian Pillman Jr. versus Bear Bronson because, Pillman's trying to pick up that singles momentum. And poor Bear Bronson just because his partner's gone. All he can do is lose to people.
Damn.
But, Pillman needed the momentum. I understand the booking here. And pretty solid match, but Pillman hit a nice discus lariat. I mean, just cleaned Bear Bronson's clock.
Damn.
Got the clean victory there. 3 stars. Then we got Griff Garrison versus Marco Stunt. You talk about size differences. Griff Garrison's like 6'4".
Oh, no.
Jesus.
And, Marco's Marco.
Are they trying to kill him or what?
Well, they're actually like really close friends outside the ring. So like they were joking around, wrestling each other. Like at one point, like Griff took his hat and was like holding it up. And Marco was like, and stomped on his foot and then grabbed his hat. Like there were some comedy spots, but at one point, like Marco like slid in between his legs, grabbed his arm and pulled his head into the ground. And then that pissed him off. So then Garrison like demolished him and then got the win. But again, it was kind of fun to see. I think booking was like, hey, Griff, you're really tall. Marco, you're not. Get in the ring.
Get in the ring. Let's see how this goes.
There was no build. There was no rivalry. This is going to happen.
Yeah.
Then we got Amber's favorite, Serpentico, taking on Dark Order's Stu Grayson. Rare singles appearance for Stu Grayson. He's usually a tag guy.
Yep.
And Stu Grayson just fucking beat his ass.
Really?
For like 5 minutes. I mean, it wasn't even close. At one point, Serpentico kept trying to throw up the Dark Order sign with the rest of them. And like, they had to keep throwing his arms down. I was like, Serpentico just wants to be one of the Dark Order boys. He just wants to hang out.
Why did you pick that guy?
Yeah, Amber. Why'd you pick him?
Oh,
It was between him and the guy who's now retired.
Yeah, I picked the mystery person.
Serpentico was
Yeah,
mystery.
I didn't know Serpentico was going to be in that match.
You think your guy's still under the damn ring?
He's still to this day. Where's the proof? Show me the proof.
Still haven't found it yet, bro.
Exactly. He's still in the match.
He's probably dead.
But he got eliminated, man.
Show me the proof. His feet didn't hit the floor till after the match, till after Jungle Boy left it. Technically, this should be Matt Seidel's match with Kenny Omega we should be talking about.
Nope. It should be Pena's, dude.
Let it go.
I would not let it go till you show me the proof, Amber. You want to start the shit, you show me the proof.
I'll find the proof.
So then we're on to the news. Becky Lynch was backstage at Hell in a Cell, but I'm like, when are you coming back? Like, she even got in the ring with Indy Hartwell before the show started, just to kind of like get the rust out.
Yeah, she was training with her.
But still, it's like, when are we getting this? Like, I'm excited for it. I want to know, when are we getting it?
I'm thinking SummerSlam.
That's what I think too.
Everyone's slated for SummerSlam. It's like, at what point? How long is this card gonna be?
I think it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a 2-day show.
No, it's gonna be a long paper.
17 hours of WWE wrestling.
I didn't watch that.
I think SummerSlam is. When
it's gonna be big.
Becky's show back. She shows
maybe
back
she'll
up.
come for Money in the Bank.
And then at this point, Aleister Black almost all but confirmed for AEW at this point. Like, it's not obviously been said because we can't legally say it, but like, it's as close as you can get without actually saying it. So it's pretty much there. So, he could debut at All Out, which will be there.
He is debuting at All Out, which is why we're going.
Also, The Rock booked for Survivor Series 2021 or 2022. Or
really?
They want The Rock there because The Rock debuted at Survivor Series like a long time ago. So they want to like kind of bookend that. But he's supposed to wrestle, and I don't know who. Could this be the Roman match?
Oh.
So they're not going to save that for WrestleMania?
They don't know what they want. They just want The Rock. If he says he'll show up on SmackDown, they'll give him the title immediately. Like, that's how that works, The Rock.
I think The Rock's smarter than that. I don't think he'd take the title.
No, I mean, I think he knows how bad the backlash would be.
Yep.
If he did.
Yeah.
Unless he takes it off Reigns at a pay-per-view. Like right now, if he takes the title off Reigns, I don't think anyone would care. But like if it was like a Bray Wyatt situation where someone the fans liked, like if Cesaro were to have won the title and then The Rock came in and won it, people would be very pissed.
Yep.
Including myself.
Yeah.
And also WWE's network's very unhappy about the whole Hell in a Cell situation. That's why we saw Hell in a Cell on Raw, because they were trying to mend fences, but it didn't work. Everyone's pissed across the board. Peacock's pissed. USA is not too happy. Fox isn't too happy.
But they each had their own Hell in a Cell match. So why are they still fucking okay? Well, yeah, we did this.
They're also just not
you
like
can do this.
USA is like, why is Raw been shit? Which is why this Raw wasn't shit. Like USA is like, why are we getting the crappy show? And then Fox is like, whoa, well, you're gonna book them better. You better book us better. And then Peacock's like, you better keep your pay-per-view matches on your pay-per-views, which is what we're trying to sell.
Yeah.
Let them all fight. Then they'll have to all have good shows.
Good. If the fucking rivalry with AEW didn't kick them in the ass, maybe their money will kick them in the ass.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, again, I understand them too saying like, okay, like Smackdown had been better than Raw for a long time. So USA is like, what the fuck, guys? Like,
yep.
Make a good Raw. Also, Kevin Owens taking time off. So he will probably lose that last man standing match and he'll be gone for a while.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You know,
he needs a break.
Yeah.
He needs a break.
And then he can come back in a new spot and we can find him somewhere else. You know, maybe he'll be back with the draft.
Yeah. He's been going solid the past couple of years, man.
Yeah. And when you're doing that nonstop, you need to take a break.
Yep.
He's got kids, man.
He does.
Also, when Cross goes to the main roster, Scarlett may not be with him.
What?
Really?
They may not do anything with her anymore.
No shit.
And I'm like, that's a death sentence for his character because the coolest part about his character is her, honestly, in the entrance. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to make him less cool than he already is. And that's not a lot.
I don't think, I think that's a terrible idea.
Dude, that's awful. That is
do
awful.
They think that she's too much for Raw or SmackDown?
I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is, but I think what I think it comes down to is that Vince is like, we need a big man just by himself, just out there, just being dominant. He doesn't need a woman. Honestly, what I think it comes down
Triple
to.
H was a big man and had Stephanie a lot.
Well, that's Vince's daughter. That's a little harder.
Like a hoe too, so.
Maybe we could put her with Lashley.
Put her with the O train.
Put her with the O train.
No. I don't think so.
Can you imagine Scarlett just like she'd stand out like
she'd probably kill all of them.
Who murdered the Ho train?
That's
also,
crazy though, dude.
Where the fuck has Damian Priest been?
Yeah. I haven't seen him.
Injured, but I don't know if it's a real.
Because he had that whole thing with the Miz. We were putting him over, and then like now he's like, hey, the Miz is injured too, but he's out there every week.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with Priest, man.
He got bit by zombies, so it's not that big.
That was the last time he was on
was the zombie
right?
match.
Was that lumberjack match.
It wasn't at the pay-per-view. They had a match the night after.
Oh, that's true. They had a regular lumberjack match on Raw. That was the last time we saw him.
Yeah, dude, that's.
I guess he might have an injury.
That was fucking like 2 months.
But I didn't hear anything about him having an injury though. Like usually I hear about, oh, this person's gone because they have an injury.
I think it's really they don't have anything for him.
But what was the point of pushing
the whole Bad Bunny thing?
That Bad Bunny's gone, so we have nothing for Damian Priest.
Yeah, he's not there right now.
Well, Vince did say
they don't want to keep putting him with John Morrison.
They said that if the whole Bad Bunny angle didn't work out for Priest, that he was going to be fucking
it
fired.
It did work out for him.
It got Mania over, but where the fuck? What's he doing now? Where the fuck is he?
He's on tour. Or are we talking about Bad Bunny or Priest?
Is Priest on tour too?
Maybe.
He might be,
like,
dude. He might
you
be
come to my job for a little bit, then I'll come to your job, and we'll just hang out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Priest is gonna start rapping.
No.
He's a fucking metalhead, dude. He's a fucking metalhead.
So potential draft spoiler, potentially. Again, this is whispers in the wind. Big E could end up on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Back with New Day.
Yeah.
But going after the WWE title.
Good for him.
That's what they want him to be in the main title picture, but they didn't want to put him with Reigns. And I'm kind of glad because I want him to have a chance at getting the belt. And there's no chance of him getting it off Roman. So
no.
And it may not even be Lashley anymore when he gets it, but whoever it is, I would like to see Big E in the WWE title picture. So if he goes to Raw, A, he's back with the New Day, which is great. And B, he gets to have his moment. So, give it to him.
Yep, I agree.
Also, Braun Strowman is more jacked now.
Dude, holy fuck.
Like, this guy's a machine.
He put on like 30 more pounds.
Yeah.
30 pounds, dude. And it looks
it's
like
pure
it's just
muscle.
pure fucking muscle, dude. He's so goddamn big now.
I have all this free time now. I guess I'll just
Like,
work out more.
God, dude. You're like, he's a scary motherfucker to begin with just because of his size. But now,
it seems like with each passing week, he just gets bigger and bigger.
God,
Well, he's
dude.
really into strength training. That's
Well, he was a strong man before wrestling,
Yeah,
but
but
still, just the amount, like it's such a short amount of time that he can just put on so much muscle. It's like if you looked at like when he first debuted with the Wyatt family to now, it's like incredibly different.
Oh yeah, he's so fucking big, dude.
And we talked about Woods taking some time off. Former WWE wrestler Paul Orndorff has dementia. That's in the news.
Damn, that sucks.
Get a long list of head injuries. At a time we didn't know when head injuries does it. This shit happens.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, for the younger fans, Paul Orndorff was an '80s wrestler. Pretty good. I mean, he was a pretty big part of early WWE. But he has no memory of his family or his career. So yeah, very sad stuff.
Way to depress me, Ben.
Well, it's part of the news. So I figured I'd talk about it.
That sucks, man.
We talked about Eva Marie being on the chopping block. Also, Matt Hardy really pushing for Jeff for AEW.
Yep.
Like AEW's on board. They will if Jeff leaves WWE, they will sign him instantly.
Yep.
There's no question, and we will have the
new contract.
I don't know when his contract's up. I think it's at least another year before it's up.
It might be.
So, but I think Matt wants him to buy it out, like take the cut, take the fine, and just leave. But honestly, that's the best for Jeff's career. Like having the Hardy Boys in AEW, that's what's
huge.
Up.
Yeah, it needs to happen. Jeff needs to go.
Because what's Jeff doing right now? Nothing. He was feuding with Jomo and Cedric. Now Jomo's in the Money in the Bank. Jeff didn't even have a match.
No,
not
AEW, yet.
Dude.
Anyways,
no, he's not going to get a qualifying match. They already did. There's the triple threat for Monday. He's out. He doesn't even get a shot.
Yeah.
Unless something weird happens.
Fuck.
That's what I'm
saying. I thought they were
going
to set it up for like him, Jinder Mahal.
Well, because Sami Zayn's going to qualify. Because of the Kevin Owens match.
Yeah.
And we got that triple threat, and there's like maybe one more spot.
Damn.
And that's probably going to go to someone on SmackDown, I would imagine.
Yeah, because they'll probably have three from each.
They are doing it weird, but I kind of understand what they're doing because SmackDown doesn't have as many people that could potentially be in the Money in the Bank.
I think they should have done a battle royal.
I think they did that last year too.
Oh, well.
Put Shinsuke Nakamura in it.
I'm down, dude. He's a fucking new king.
Rick Boogs at Money in the Bank. Let's do it. All right, let's see here. So then we're going to talk about all the releases and our thoughts and opinion. And again, not all of them, because some of them I genuinely did not know who they were because they just never wrestled.
There's a few of those.
But we'll talk about the big ones. We'll start out Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Really? I mean, they've hung on so long. I didn't think they were going to get cut.
I didn't either, man, because they won the NXT titles earlier this year. Mm-hmm. They gave them momentum. They gave them a push. And
they've been consistently on TV.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't really won anything lately, but and they had that thing with Imperium a couple weeks ago, and I was like,
they won the fucking match.
Yeah.
Maybe they got fired because Tyler Breeze is a sore loser on Up, Up, Down, Down.
Well, now he won't be on Up, Up, Down, Down anymore.
He can't be on it at all.
I think once you're released, because WWE made all their socials part of the WWE now.
Yeah, that was Vince's.
So I could be wrong. I don't know how this shit works legally, but like if Up, Up, Down, Down is a WWE brand and Tyler Breeze no longer works for WWE, there's a chance he could not be able to be on it anymore, even though it's technically half his show because him and Xavier kind of started it together.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
See,
but again, I don't know because Jessamine Duke got released during the last round, and she, at least a month ago, was still on Up, Up, Down, Down. And she never mentioned the fact that she was released. And I was like, girl, like really, like you just got released like 2 days ago. Say something.
Yeah.
No. They're probably not loud.
But yeah, I mean, I'll keep my eye on up, down, down, but that could potentially be something that happens. That's a big loss for up, down, down.
Yep.
Yeah, because they were both on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lived together at one point. Woods and Breeze.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's very sad news there. Killian Dane, and that's funny because we had talked when we were talking about people who could come up. I mentioned Killian Dane.
You did again. You called something.
Just because they never really used him for anything good. Like it was just to kind of put someone else over, or like just to have a random match. Like the guy never really was utilized his potential.
No, like the 2 times that he came back after taking a break for a while, they looked like they were going to do something with him.
And then they just did.
Yeah. They never did anything.
Well, what about the little guy?
Drake
Maverick. He still works there.
Poor guy. He's just going to get fucking demolished by everybody now.
Because they took away his shield.
Yeah, exactly. He's just poor Drake, man.
Or he can join Swerve's team. Put some bling on.
The Hit Row hype man.
He could be their mascot.
Oh my god. That would be awful. That would be stupid.
I could totally see him doing it though.
Yeah.
The Bollywood Boys also got released. I know they were more so during like the Cruiserweight Classic, and like they had a brief stint in NXT for a little bit. I haven't seen them wrestle in a long time. I forgot they were still with the company.
Who is it?
The Bollywood Boys.
I don't remember them.
Yeah, I was like, I won't blame you if you don't.
Yeah. No idea who they are.
Singh brothers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the Singh brothers.
Yeah, they're called the Bollywood Boys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they said their last match they fucked up their shoulders or something.
Yeah, they got really bad. Like I said, I forgot they still worked for the company. Everrise, we talked about. Tony Nese got released.
Yeah.
And Daivari. So their cruiserweight division took a big hit.
Especially with Nese, man.
I didn't know Daivari came back. Or was he there the whole time?
I think he's been there the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't watch 205.
No.
So, I'm sure a lot of these guys have been on it, and I just haven't seen it. But yeah, and then August Gray was also on 205. So those are the releases. Like I said, a lot of 205s. Like, are they trying to get rid of 205 Live?
I think
because the cruiserweight title has been defended on NXT.
Right. I think they should get rid of it.
I mean, really, when they brought the cruiserweight title back, it was kind of like, oh, that's cool. We can use our cruiserweight division. But then they just fucked it up.
Yep.
Like during the time when like Alexander and Murphy were feuding over the belt, beautiful. But like when like Enzo Amore had it.
Yeah.
I like Enzo.
He's got a great character, but the man is not a good wrestler.
No, not really.
Oh, you heard that Big Cass is in TNA now too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he's huge.
He got fucking jacked as well, man. Like Jesus. I don't know how these guys are doing that shit, but he's massive now too, man.
Well, when you're mad about getting fired, I guess you hit the gym harder.
For fucking 10 hours a day. Like, man.
Especially when your gimmick is being big.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were going by Big Cass, you can only now you're Bigger Cass. Biggest Cass.
I didn't like those fat jokes he was getting when he first got fired.
Well, because when he first got released, he went through some struggles. He had a rough match.
He did. Yeah.
But he bounced back.
He did. And shit happens. It's all about the come up. So
yeah.
So again, I'm sure a lot of these released superstars will find somewhere else. There are so many avenues now. They can go anywhere.
Especially Killian. He could go. I mean, TNA, that's where he needs to go.
He's a perfect TNA candidate.
Exactly. Fucking Eric's over there with the new Sanity or whatever.
I could see Tony Nese showing up in TNA as well.
Yeah, he could. I'd like to see him go to
I
AEW.
think Breeze will be an AEW. I think he's going to be an AEW guy. Fandango, I don't know.
It'd be so weird to see them split, dude, just because they've been
they've been together so long. But the thing about Fandango is he's a decent wrestler, but because of what they've been giving him, Tyler Breeze has connections with Sean Spears but I guess he could try to vouch for Fandango. But Fandango is also really good with EC3, and EC3 is in TNA, so maybe he shows up there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But again, if you're going off of past booking, he's not exactly a hot commodity in the market.
Right.
Really, none of these guys are like super hot commodity. I guess Killian Dane's the biggest name that other companies would want to grab immediately.
Yeah.
Because these releases were all like 205 NXT people. There wasn't any main roster releases in this one. It's not like Strowman and Alistair where we're just like waiting, like where are they going?
Yeah, that was instant. Okay.
But it sucks when people lose their job. It does.
Yeah.
Especially during these times. It sucks. But like I said, this is the best time to get released.
Yep.
When wrestling is now all over the fucking place.
Yeah, dude. There's so many forks in the road now. You can pick where you
even besides
go.
AEW and TNA, there's NWA, there's Japan. I mean, you can go so many places and still be successful and not, wrestle in like a fucking backyard or something. So, all the potential of the world. So yeah, that's been the week in wrestling. Like I said, not a lot because we didn't have Dynamite to talk about, but next week we'll have the Saturday Dynamite, the Wednesday Dynamite, and everything else. So, there'll be a lot of shit to talk about next week.
Yeah.
Anything else to add before we finish up here?
No.
So glad Edge is back.
Yes, that was a positive. It's been a really positive week for WWE. Like I said, not usually I have a lot more to complain about. The only thing is book your women's division better because you have the talent. Just use it.
Yep.
Not everything has to be just lumped together. Because when they lumped them in tag teams for the Money in the Bank, that just reminded me, like back in the day, they always had like the 8 women tag matches that were only like 2 minutes. I'm like, we don't need to go in that direction. Like, these chicks are fucking amazing. Let them do it.
they need time to shine. They've given quite a few of them, big spots and main event pictures. But when you just throw teams of all these women together,
get rid of Eva Marie, use everybody else. Like it's totally fine. Just use them correctly. Not everything has to be a gimmick.
No.
We got superheroes, mind control. Dewdrop,
and
there's a lot of shit.
The Lily to come to life.
Yeah, I was thinking that was gonna happen at Hell in a Cell, potentially.
I think they're just gonna drop it. It's just gonna be a part.
They're like, let's not talk about it again.
Or she's gonna be Lily,
like Alexa. Well, I guess that because her logo thing, it had like half and half.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's the only realistic way they could just do it and be like, oh, when she's showing that she's possessed, she's the doll in front of a crowd. They can't have a little Chucky doll thing walking out.
Yeah, well,
like
I know the rumors were like it could have been Paige or somebody that was Lily, but I don't know. It's been so long now that it's like maybe they forgot about what they were supposed to do.
We're either gonna find out
I
or
don't
we're
think
not.
Paige would look right blonde.
You won't dye her hair.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, if we don't find out if it actually is somebody, then we're not gonna know at all.
They'll just stop talking about it.
Yeah, like Lily, nope, just forget about it.
Even though we spent like 5 weeks talking about nothing but this, we're never gonna talk about this again.
Yeah.
I mean, again, look what they did to Alistair. Look at all those vignettes. They meant nothing.
It's all right, bud. AEW.
Yep.
AEW.
Tommy End, AEW.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's do it. All right, so that's going to put an end to this edition of podcast. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot to discuss on the AEW side, but, next week there'll be plenty of AEW to discuss.
Yeah.
So until next time, stay safe, stay nerdy, and also, depending on what you're listening to, like, subscribe. If you're on the other stuff, the equivalent.
The equivalent.
Until next time.